And and we are really excited to share with you what we've learned about bioactive precision peptides. But before we jump into that, just a little bit about my background. My background is in the law. I've been a law clerk for over 25 years, and I say that to let you know that my brain really works with data and evidence. That's how I like to make decisions. So last fall, I was approached with a new business opportunity, and I wanted to do my research. I wanted to see what bioactive precision peptides were all about. I had heard the term peptides, but knew very little. So, a few things that we're going to talk about tonight, but I want to mention them at the beginning because I want you to pay close attention. One thing that really influenced my decision was when I heard that there were third-party double-blind clinical trials that had been conducted for over a decade. Well, y'all, that spoke evidence to me. What else speaks evidence? Well, I like to see other people using the products, how they have impacted their lives, their personal testimonials, and of course, the science behind these bioactive precision peptides is incredible. What our company did was they partnered with a lab in Ireland. It's called Nuritas. So if you'd like to go look it up, it's just www.nuritas.com. And what were they doing? They were using AI technology to target the peptides. And did you know that we have probably about 1 trillion peptides in our body? And the first one that we're really ever introduced to is in our mother's breast milk. Okay, y'all, those were all things that spoke to evidence and data to me. So, what we want to do tonight, we want to give you a little bit more information. You know, some people go, I don't know what a peptide is. Believe me, you're not alone. So, the first person that I'd like to bring on is a customer of ours. Kennan, are you there? I think Kennan's a little shy to show her face tonight. That's okay.
I'm sorry, I'm in my pajamas.
We understand. And Kenan, just tell us what products, what peptides you're using, and what results that you've seen.
Okay, I am doing fit, lean, hydrated, and I did just recently start calm. But those three first ones I do every single day and have not skipped a day. And I feel incredible just from someone who is upper 40s and just kind of feeling that, slump and low energy. And I just felt inflamed and bloated too a lot. So I do not feel like that at all. I just feel incredible. I've lost a few inches and a little bit of weight, but it's really more about how good I feel. I just have never felt so good. I've been to doctors for probably the last 2 years, just trying to say something's wrong with me. What is wrong with me? And anyway, so it's just been a life changing thing for me.
Love that, Kenan. Thank you so much for sharing. Um, I want to give y'all just a quick little snippet of some stats. You know, this is a brand new opportunity, brand new business that has just recently been launched. Um, However, since November, over 200,000 peptides orders have been shipped out, and our affiliates have already earned over $20 million in commissions, and we already have over 100,000 customers. So when people are hearing about this, they're intrigued. They want the peptides just like Kenan, and they're loving the results that they're getting. Okay, now we've got a special guest tonight, a good friend of ours, Dr. Jenny Baker, and she's really going to help us with the science behind the peptides. So if you have a question, put it in the chat and we'll open it up. And Dr. Baker is wonderful about answering questions. So, Dr. Baker, are you there?
I'm here. Hey everybody. So I'm Jenny Baker. I originally am from South Louisiana and have known all of these lovely ladies for a while, but I've worked in the ER for the last 17 years. And so coming into this peptide business was, I still had to learn a lot, but it was very intriguing to me and fascinating that of what they could come up with and find. Are we going to, there we go, Jill, thanks. Um, so I guess we'll start with, can you go to the next one, Jill? Or whoever's doing it. Um, so a lot of people have the question of what actually are peptides. And peptides are specific short chains of amino acids that are used to help in bodily functions. There are a significant number of these peptides in the human body. Our specific bioactive peptides, like Bernie mentioned, have been taken out of plant sources using AI technology to find the most beneficial and the most precise peptides for what we were looking for. These peptides are capable of eliciting a physiochemical change beyond the nutritional value. So they're causing things to happen at the cellular level besides just providing, say, magnesium or vitamin D. They're actually doing something to cells to make that happen. Let's see. Next one. That might be the one I just did. So that's just kind of what peptides. So we'll talk a little bit about synthetic versus bioactive. A lot of people have heard of peptides, but most of the ones you've heard of are synthetic peptides. They're the injectable ones, such as Ozempic, Mounjaro. And those are actually, the synthetic ones are created in the lab. They have to be injectable because they cannot stand to go through the digestive tract. They will break down and have no effect whatsoever. They are very expensive, as some of you may know, and then it's very complex as to what they can do and the things that they can cause. The bioactive peptides are actually nature made. So ours come from plant sources. They are ingestible, and tests have been done to make sure that they do survive the digestive tract. Much more affordable than synthetic. And they're very clean, simple, precise in the action that they are going to do. Next one. All right. So bioactive precision peptides, Bernie mentioned this before, but it's a lab in Ireland that we've partnered with. And they have been doing research on these peptides for years. They had no way actually to get them out to the masses. And when our founder discovered all of this, they said, we can provide that if you provide us with the peptides. So ours are addressing every aspect of health. We are coming up with a sleep one this year, but energy, stress, weight loss, longevity. So they are with all aspects. So we'll get into the peptides now. Emily, do you want me to start, or do you want to talk about fit a little bit first?
Whatever
From
you
the
like.
fitness standpoint. It's fine. It's anything is fine with me. I guess let me just start by saying what they actually do, and then you can talk about it a little bit from the fitness standpoint. So FIT actually helps to support muscle recovery and strength. It's going to increase our NAD levels by 2.5-fold. It decreases low-grade chronic inflammation and then maintains and builds lean muscle. There's less muscle fatigue. You have increased endurance, increased performance. And I can get into the components of this in just a minute, but I'll let Emily, since I kind of gave you an overview, let Emily talk a little bit more since she's kind of our fitness expert.
Okay, so hi, I'm Emily. So what I loved about Fit is actually the main reason why I decided to join Make Wellness, because when Jill approached me with this, she knew my love for fitness. She knew my love for, all things wellness. And when I started looking into this product, I was like, wow, I need this. I train women over 40. And as you know, our muscle starts to decline as we age. That's just a normal part of life, unfortunately. But also, having skeletal muscle is directly related to longevity in life. So the more skeletal muscle you have, the longer your lifespan is going to be. It's just so important. So I was like, yes, I need this. I wanted to be able to provide this to my clients who are working out with me and trying to stay strong. I mean, we're not always looking for the perfect aesthetic when women come in here to train, but I want to make them strong. I want to give them lean muscle in their bodies. So what this product is doing is just enhancing the muscle protein synthesis. So when you work out, it's helping to build that muscle, and it's more powerful than creatine. It's more powerful than whey protein, and but it all natural level. It's just taking something that your body already recognizes and putting it back in and helping you to optimize those fitness goals. So for me, like I have clients that come in. I have one specific client that she was actually on semaglutide, and she transitioned off of that onto lean, which you'll hear about later. Started taking fit, and just continued to keep that muscle and to build that muscle. And every person that walks through this door, I'm talking to them about fit, because it's just, I believe in this product so much. I mean, all of them, I use Fit, Lean, and Hydrated every day as well. But Fit, I believe, is like our flagship product. And I just can't say enough good things about it and what it does for you.
Totally agree. I take Fit every day as well. I know some people have said they use it as a pre-workout. I actually use mine right after. So I use Hydrated and Fit. I mix them together and I take it after my workout in the morning. So I'll talk to you a little bit more about a few of the things in the Fit. So one of the things it does is it increases NAD levels. Now, I know that some of y'all may have seen people getting NAD injections and all of these things. The NAD is actually something that your body needs for a multitude of functions. So just taking this Fit is going to increase your own NAD levels by 2.7-fold. This is going to help to boost energy. It helps with brain health and cognitive function, cardiovascular health, decreases pain, increases metabolism, decreases inflammation, it improves muscle recovery, and then it protects against age-related decline. So NAD itself does a lot. Then they have other components to the Fit. So ours is it's the PeptiStrong Plus complex. So that has a series of things that are working, but it also contains vitamin D, B6, B12, and magnesium. Magnesium is a very important part, and I think it's coming out a lot as a supplement that a lot of people are taking. And our magnesium is magnesium glycinate that's in the Fit. But most of the body's functions need magnesium. Even keeping your potassium levels up needs magnesium. If your magnesium is deficient, then there's a lot of things that aren't going to function appropriately in the body. So they're putting these things in the Fit to make sure that all of that works. It does have caffeine. The caffeine does come from a green coffee bean extract. And the only, I guess, people that cannot take the Fit would be anybody that has a fava bean allergy, because it is in the product. Bernie and Joe, I don't know if y'all want to do any questions now or wait till the end. Do you want me to go to next? Do you want me to go to lean?
Yeah, I think we just hold your questions.
All right.
We'll take them at the end. That sounds great.
All right. So yeah, if y'all have anything, just put it in the chat and we will get to it once we get through all of the products. So our next one is lean. Lean is going to be the one that you will see compared to Ozempic and the injectables the most, because it has some similar properties. Lean is going to suppress your craving and supports weight management. It balances your leptin and ghrelin. These are your satiety and hunger hormones. So it's going to control how hungry you feel and also going to make you feel fuller faster. Your resting metabolic expenditure is going to be higher. So your body's going to perform better when it's under stress, and then it boosts thermogenesis. So you're converting body fat to energy instead of muscle to energy. So that's the plus of lean. With lean, the weight loss is going to be from fat loss, not muscle loss. With the synthetic peptides, you are going to get, I want to say it's a 40% muscle loss. with taking those. So yes, you're losing tons of weight, but your muscle is going away as well. Lean does not have muscle loss, only fat loss. Recently, they actually added CoQ10 and L-carnitine to help the formula to work better. The CoQ10 actually enhances the function of the mitochondria within the cells, and the L-carnitine increases the fatty acid uptake into the mitochondria. So it's the fatty acids that are breaking down from the burning of the fat. It's going to help to process those better with these two products being in the lean. I didn't say this, but Fit is actually a mix that you mix in water. It has an orange flavor. Lean is actually a small capsule. All right, which one's next, Joe? Energized. Okay. So Energize is another one of our peptides. So the Energize is unique because it's going to provide clean, sustained energy without the crash. So it has no added sugars or artificial ingredients, and it uses whole fruit coffee extract. There's 100 milligrams of caffeine in this, but it's a gradual release. So you're not going to get that immediate release of caffeine and then the crash after, because this one just takes it and lasts all through the day, causing a gradual release of that caffeine. The ginseng peptides in this are going to support healthy serotonin and dopamine levels, fights fatigue, improves mood, supports recovery from stress. And then the hydrolyzed whey protein peptide actually fuels ATP production, which ATP production is what your body uses as its primary energy source. So for those people, I think it says like 30% of adults consume energy drinks daily. So this is a much better product to get that energy that you want, because you're not getting all those artificial things in it. You're getting natural caffeine. And this one is a mix that you put in water. It's a blue raspberry flavor. The color is from like blue spirulina. So nothing in this is artificial. And then our last specific peptide is going to be focused. So focused, if you have brain fog, mom brain, any of those things that mental fatigue, this is the product that you want. So focus actually will decrease the brain fog and mental fatigue. It supports neurotransmitter balance for mood regulation and alertness and focus. Now, it has several products in it. The lutein itself actually is going to prevent neuronal damage and preserve cognitive function. And then you have the CogniFocus Power Blend, which is a combination of four separate, is it four? It's several different peptides together, but these protect the brain cells, fight brain fatigue. It's going to protect against eye strain and blue light exposure, and then improve concentration and enhance cognitive function. I was not one to take this one every day. I was starting to just do this when I was working or needed, I knew I had something to do, but I started recently taking it every day, and I'm loving it. I think Carla.
Hey, Jen, yes, we
Yeah,
have someone
that's what I was
that
about
has
to
a
say.
great testimonial with Focus. Carla,
Yeah.
can you
Hi,
come
hey everybody. I miss all of y'all. Anyway, so let me just tell y'all, I've taken Adderall since I'm a hairdresser and I'm all over the place all the time. So I have been taking Adderall for 10 years, maybe a little bit more longer than 10 years. And I started taking Focused as soon as I got my Founder's Box. And I have not taken an Adderall since December. So, and I happened to take one because I didn't have my Focused, and I just took a half of one and I felt so bad. So I just feel like this is going to help so many people get their mental clarity back, and just like, especially with perimenopause. And like, I feel like my brain fog has gotten worse as I've started to go through that, which is a whole nother thing. But I feel like I can actually focus on this without taking that medication. And I mean, it gave me high blood pressure. I had to really watch that. And so it's just been really a blessing to be on Focused and be able to do it naturally. And it's all natural. And I just can't say enough. I love it. And I'm so excited that I don't have to take Adderall anymore. Hooray.
And that's a blessing when you don't have to take the medications and you
Mhm.
can take a natural peptide and it's helping you better than the Adderall was in the first place. So I love that that's been working so well for you. And actually, adult ADHD is one of the top mental health concerns last year. Like, I mean, we all are going through something at some point, and it is one
And I
of the
think
things that
mine was
we.
onset. Like I didn't have it when I was younger, and I think it was
Mhm.
more kind of an onset as I got older. And so I didn't really have the hyperactive part, but my brain was hyperactive. So it
Yeah,
was very
yeah.
strange. But I mean, it's just these peptides are incredible, but Focus really has been great. And I'm really excited about the cognitive, protection that it's giving us, and the protection of the prefrontal cortex. I mean, that's huge for as we get older and our mental declines, all that declines. So I'm just really excited about this natural peptide to take care of that.
Carla, real quick, I wanted to ask you this as well. I mean, I know I asked you to talk about Focused, but you have seen such great results as well from the synthetic shot. I did. Some people
Yes.
have used that and has been a great success for them. So,
Yes.
and with that, you have seen a lot of weight gone, but you've also so now you're taking the fit. Will you just kind of share maybe if there's someone on here who's also seen some success with the synthetic shot and how you've also been including Fit, Peppy Strong in that. I know I didn't ask you this, but I know you could share that.
Perfect. I love doing things on the spot. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so I have been taking Manjaros for about a year and a half, and I lost um, about around 110 pounds, which is crazy. But during that time, I was working out with a trainer already. I'd already been previously working out with a trainer, and not seeing any results. And I mean, like seeing results, thank goodness, but not in the way that I am now that I'm on Fit. I had loose skin, and my trainer was like, we're gonna work through it. You're not gonna have to have surgery. Don't worry, just stay consistent, stay consistent. And so I just kept staying consistent. And then when I got on Fit, y'all, I mean, I can share my before and after too, but I mean, in 2 weeks, I did 2 weeks, 4 weeks, and 8 weeks. And I mean, I just can't get over the difference in my muscle tone. Like I mean, I was a softball pitcher in college and high school, and I mean, lifted weights every day. I've never had muscle definition like this. So it's really huge, especially for people that are losing a lot of weight in a short amount of time. Now, I did mine over a year and a half, which I was very happy about. But when you drop weight really fast, your skin's elasticity can't keep up, and it gets worse as we get older. So the last thing I wanted to do was have to have a surgery to remove skin, because I've heard it's painful, and I just don't want to have surgery. And I'm not going to have to because of Fit and because of the Pepti Strong. I mean, I have been telling my clients and my customers and anybody that I love, that if they're going to start with something, start with Fit, because your muscle health and your metabolic health is the most important thing as we age. So especially women. I mean, I know men too, but I mean, women really with all the hormone craziness that we have to go through is just insane. So I've just had a lot of success with Fit, and I'm so thankful for Make Wellness and these peptides.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that.
Mhm.
All right. So let's do hydrated. So hydrated is actually considered a peptide support product. So when cells aren't hydrated, the peptides are not going to work like they really should. You have to have adequate electrolyte levels so that you have better synthesis for activation of the bioactive peptides. Our hydrated, it has no artificial dyes or sweeteners. It is like a grapefruit citrus flavor that can be mixed in water. Currently, there's a new flavor. Sorry, y'all. A new flavor just temporarily. That's a tropical, and it's actually kind of fruit punch flavored. It tastes really well. But the electrolytes in hydrated, they put magnesium, chloride, sodium, potassium, and sea salt. in various, milligrams. The electrolytes are needed for proper transport across cell membranes. So all of the activity that our cells do needs to have these electrolytes to work. It's essential for muscle function and cell signaling. Our bioactive peptides are similar to the human plasma, so it makes it a very effective electrolyte drink. And it actually is much more efficient and faster than just water. Water's great, but this actually helps to enhance that. I want to say it's like 75% of adults suffer from dehydration. And when you're dehydrated, especially like in athletes, there's a 30% reduction in performance, even with mild dehydration. And then 32% of athletes are exercising in a dehydrated state. So just having the hydrated can improve everything. It improves how the peptides work and how your body's actually functioning. So our last peptide is going to, or excuse me, peptide support product is going to be Calm. So I have taken Calm every night. I love it. And I'm going to tell you why I love it so much. So this one is actually, you don't mix with anything. You remember Pixie Sticks? It's kind of like a Pixie Stick. You just open it and pour it directly onto your tongue. So the Calm actually naturally lowers cortisol levels. It's going to reduce stress, balance stress hormones. And all of this is going to give you some relaxation without the drowsiness. The components of this one are ashwagandha, lemon balm, L-theanine, and GABA. The ashwagandha itself is the one that helps to manage stress and improve sleep quality. Lemon balm has calming properties and supports cognitive function. The L-theanine promotes the relaxation without, the drowsiness. And then the GABA, it actually calms the CMS to decrease overstimulated brain activity. So it's going to actually help when you lay down in bed and everything's going through your mind, like what happened today? What do I need to do tomorrow? It's going to help calm that down. And so while this does not put me to sleep by any means, it helps me relax enough that I can sleep. And I usually sleep most of the night without anything, when a lot of times I was waking up several times a night. So it's not necessarily a sleep product. It can be used for anxiety and things during the day, but it just does help overall with general relaxation, but you're still awake.
Dr. Baker.
Yes.
Thank you so much. We do have a few questions that I wanted just to get cleaned up. And in the chat, if you're on a GLP-1, can you also take lean? And same question with the NAD, the NAD.
So the answer with the lean and GLP-1 is maybe. And I say maybe because the GLP-1s affect people differently. So some people are going to have a significant decrease in their appetite to where they don't even want to eat anything all day. If that's the case, I wouldn't necessarily do the lean, because with the decreased cravings and some decrease in appetite, you don't want to compound that part. You still need to eat. You still need to, get the nutrition from foods. But if your GLP-1 is causing you to not want to eat and your appetite's that suppressed, then I would say no to the lean. If you're still okay with it, then it is a possibility to take it together. It's just you don't want severe appetite suppression. I don't know that they've ever been studied with both of them together. So I think it's just an individual basis depending on how each one affects you. And it's going to matter how much of the injectable you're actually on. So, if you're on a very low dose, well, yeah, maybe so. Maybe you can do the lean and that one together, and it works better than you being on a high dose of, just the injectable. Right. So I think for that, it's going to be a person by person basis.
Right.
It's not, I don't think it's a straightforward yes or no.
Right.
And the NAD, yeah.
Let me just ask you this. What about you would like to gradually wean off of the GLP-1? Do you think lean would be a product that would be really beneficial coming off of those injections?
I think it definitely can be. I don't know that the lean in itself is going to keep all the weight off that you may have lost with the injectables, but it's also gonna bridge some of that gap because when you get off, sometimes it goes back to, your appetite comes back and all this stuff. So the lean can definitely be something to help get you back to not. Sorry, somebody muted me. Um, not so I forgot what I was even saying because I saw that little thing pop up on the screen. But
Then you were
yeah,
going to
the
address the
it could
second
be,
part of
yes, you could definitely do it as you're coming off of it. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let me ask you this. Just,
Hmm.
I'm so curious. You're so well versed in the science behind these, and I know it's just been a learning process because you've been intrigued. But what has impressed you the most about Make Wellness and these peptides?
I think the fact that they're all natural, they're focused, so they're going to do a specific job. So if you technically don't need to be focused and take focused, you don't have to take that one, but it's specifically targeted to do certain things. They're, derived from plants. They're not adding other things to them. So it's a way to fuel your body and help your body to be at its best metabolic function without drugs. It could potentially prevent you from maybe getting high blood pressure or, keep your weight down enough that, your cholesterol is not increasing. There's so many different things that it could be beneficial for. I really think this could be a big key in preventative medicine. I think we need more of that so we don't all wind up on drugs when we're older. But I think that's it, is the fact that these can help to control our metabolic processes with natural ingredients.
I love that, Dr. Baker. And, when you say preventative medicine, you are talking my love language. Before we close out tonight, I do want to just mention this. We're in a very unique position with this business opportunity. And because it's a brand new opportunity, we have something called the Founders Opportunity. And let me just concisely say that your last opportunity to be a part of a founding is March the 31st. Okay. What does that mean? Well, it means something really big. When you work this business, if you join before March 31st, you will be eligible for up to $103,000 in bonuses. Those would be accrued during the year from the end March 31st of 2025 through March the 31st of 2026. Wow, what an opportunity, right? But also get this, there is zero investment. So it's not as if you're going to have to put a lot of money into a business. I mean, for zero investment, come on board and join us. And there are actually 3 ways that you could join us. We'd love for you to become affiliates with us if that's something that you're interested in. You might want to be a customer, or if you'd like to refer a friend or family member to any of our products or to our business opportunity, we would so appreciate that. So if there are no other questions, we're going to close out. We're going to thank you for being a part of this. And I've heard it said many times, these peptides are the future of the health and wellness market. And I think Dr. Baker would agree with me on that comment. Thank
Definitely.
you and good
Definitely.
night.
Night, everybody.